Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about the reasons why some of the cannabis companies have gotten annihilated in the last 6 to 8 months. I'm going to explain the reasons why to the best of my ability to understand, to relate to my subscribers and viewers, and explain my hypothesis. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell down below. Give me thumbs up. I do truly appreciate it. I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment, information purposes. So, okay. Oh my God, the sun's crazy. So, we'll explain a little bit about MedMen's results. So, MedMen, they did 42 million, but then they lost, I think it was 32 million. So yeah, it's nothing to be too excited about. They need a lot of cutting their expenses. I don't know if people understand this, but it's pretty effing easy to spend millions of dollars for some of these people. So running a company, these companies got to keep the lights on, they got to pay their employees, all this other stuff. Now, as well, when they're doing promotion, right, they pay some companies to promote them. They pay like $500 to do a nice video on them, or $1,000. They pay them that. And okay, do you know how much $1 million? That's 1,000 thousands. Okay, so the day-to-day, right? Then you buy this, you buy that, you buy this, you buy that, you buy some new chairs, you buy this, you buy that, you buy a nice truck, you buy this, or you have a party for the whole business. Oh yeah, that's only like $500,000. No big deal. We're gonna be a super profitable cannabis company. Okay. I mean, I could go on for days, but I'm gonna get to the nitty-gritty, so I'm gonna stop on that. So, okay, that's gonna relate to the moral of the story in why some of these companies are getting annihilated. Okay, the thing with the cannabis companies is that there's a thing called price to book. Okay, there's a thing called price to book. So what that means is all the assets is that's gonna equate to the market cap. So if all your assets are worth the same as your market cap, then you're gonna be one. That's gonna be your price to book. Now, if your assets are worth, say, 3 times more than your market cap, well, then you're gonna be below 1. You're gonna be around 0.33 if you were 3 times higher worth for your assets than your market cap. So that's how things go. People don't understand this. That's why I'm sharing the reality of it. Look, a company and the market can stay insolvent longer than you. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. That means that the market can stay irrational longer than you can have cash. If somebody needs cash. Another thing that people don't really realize is, okay, a company that's not making net income, okay, a lot of these companies have debt loads, so they need to service their debt. That debt can just choke them out, and then it can create massive amounts of hype towards shorting the shit out of them, because the big dogs, guys in the firm such as Andrew Left and all these other guys, they know there's so much meat on the bone, they're gonna annihilate it. Okay, so another thing is too, there's been a lot of companies that have had a big cult following. Look, I think Aurora Cannabis follows in that. I mean, I think their fundamentals are pretty solid, but let's be real, Aurora Cannabis has been a cult stock. That's why it's the most traded on Robinhood, blah blah blah. So when you have these stocks and you got people that are trying to think that it's gonna go to $100 because Canopy almost went to $100, the market has to it has to teach these people that you don't run the markets. We run the markets. Another thing is, like, companies such as Medica, you know, there was guys that were thinking that it's going to go to $2, $3, or all this blah blah blah. Do you know how much kilograms they're growing? They were supposed to be growing 500 kilograms, okay? So they have about 500 million shares out. So 500 kilograms at maybe $5 per gram, that's $2.5 million in revenue per year, okay? So on a fairly adjusted basis, times 4, you know, give them like a 10 million market cap, but they don't even grow that much, I don't believe. So you have all these companies, or companies such as T-God, where people think that they're gonna grow and sell $1 billion in 2020, when that's not gonna happen. There's not enough of a market in Canada for everybody in it. Another thing is, what I think with the market is, there's all these people who are connected in the inner works, right? They have the power, and they, you know, these are the same people that raise money for Aurora Cannabis, Canopy, Chronos. You know, they got these deals for Tilray and all this stuff like that, and they don't want all this competition, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if there's people at work that are working for these companies to short them down and to destroy their market cap. Another thing is, there's a lot of fucking you know, dealings, self-dealings from insiders, you know. They give themselves shares, like, they get, you know, MedMen gave themselves shares at like a penny, or what was it? Who else did that? Oxley did that. They gave themselves shares at like half a penny. Gave them millions and millions of shares. So there's all this fucking bullshit that's been on in the industry, and you know, they need to clean up who is the real operators and who isn't. That's what it is. They have to weed out the people that are just there for the money, and the people who are actually going to operate a real business for the next 5 to 15 years. If you're just trying to you know, get into this industry to make a quick buck, well, you can f off. That's what these market makers and these institutions and all that stuff like that, that's what they're saying without saying it. That's what I think. That's what I think strongly. Look, I've been driving for the last 7 hours. I've had a lot of time to think about all this stuff, and I'm just putting it into a concise video to explain the shenanigans with the industry. So in the future, people need to look at companies' cash structure. They need to look at how much kilograms they're growing. They need to look at their market cap. They need to look at their debt. They need to look at all these things. They need to look at competition. Who is their competition? They have to do that stuff. Another thing is, the market can manipulate these things, you know, and then it'll kill off all the weak hands before it goes up. Just look at how Bitcoin was down $3,000 and then it went back up to $10,000. Or like rhodium, okay? Rhodium's a great example of manipulation and how things in different times can really change the commodity price. It was about 2.5 years where you could buy rhodium for about $650 for 1 ounce of rhodium, and now they're about $5,500 because they're very rare and you can only get them in a lot of like South American platinum mines as a very rare byproduct. And so they use it in different they use it in catalytic converters as well as jewelry and some other things, and now it's used as a precious metal for ensuring wealth. So that's, but it's gone up to $10,000 and then all the way down to $600, and now it's going back up to $5,500. It went up to, and now it's probably going to go up to $10,000. I don't know for sure if it's going to go there, but this is the reality. The market can manipulate things, and it can go up and down so hard, and people need to be strong. This isn't for everybody. Look, if you want to sleep good at night, I mean, you're better off just keeping your money in the bank, or investing in the S&P 500. You invest into VU. I think that's the Vanguard ETF for the S&P 500, and that's you hold it for 5 or 10 years. Historically, the S&P 500 has always gone up over a 5 to 15 year time horizon. So that's how you can make money in the market and not worry about things. So anyways, I just want to get this off my chest, and I just wanted to explain my theory. Give me thumbs up. I put a lot of time and thinking into this on my drive. I'm just driving fast. Look, some of the roads in BC and Alberta are effing crazy. I drive some mofo in the crazy roads, and I drive motherfucking fast. I drive 140, 150 sometimes. Right now I don't have my radar detector on, but I drive fast. When you drive on very flat places such as Saskatchewan, that's easy. Driving in these roads, it's just it's butter to me. It's normal. Anyways, keep compounding your info and listen to my lingo. And until next time, peace. I'm out.